Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. And on the topic of Dirk Nowitzki, so many great moments for him throughout his career and, of course, the title. Where is he, Shaq, in your mind, on the all-time power forward list?
Well, he's certainly the best European player to ever play the game, him and Petrovic. He's top 7 in career scoring of any player. I'm impressed that he started off like a non-superstar. First 3 years had trouble, and then he just emerged out of nowhere. Been to the finals, I think, 2 or 3 times, won one, lost one. But he's up there. He's definitely up there.
I agree with Shaq. I love his game. I think overall it's evolved. He even started to go into the post when they started winning championships, when they won the championship. But I've just got this stat, Ernie, hold on. And it says he's the only post player to reach 50, 40, 90. What's 50, 40, 90 mean?
50 would be field goal percentage.
Okay.
40 would be three-point percentage.
Right.
90 would be free throw percentage.
Wow, 50, 40, 90.
Yeah.
Do they have anything for rebounds?
Not that I know of,
Okay.
but I'm sure our ace.
He could be
stat
like 50,
crew
40,
will
90,
yeah.
10.
Could be.
Oh.
Or 8 or 9. I don't know if.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're making up stats that I've never heard of, so why don't they just add another couple?
Well, I love it when
know what I love
it when you throw out stats that you really don't understand. But
I just got a piece of paper.
Great. Yeah.
What'd you think it was?
I thought it was 50 plus 40 is 90.
This is also true. It is. It's stats. It's all about how you interpret them. It's time to get down to Kevin Harlan.
That's what you call analytics.
Analytics.
Yes.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Mavericks are coming to town. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Looking for a different outcome this time around, the Dallas Mavericks took the loss in their last matchup in this season series against Milwaukee.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, the Magician out there with Matthews. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 spot.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
Middleton drives in. Excellent use of the screen that time.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Matthews. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Magician. Drops in the tray. Well, going back to Nowitzki, his value at this point of his career cannot be measured by stats alone.
Exactly, and that's what wasn't there last year, that great team of guys around him, because that's really when he's at his very best. He can still fill it up fast, and he's one of the smartest players in the league, too. Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
The Magician passes to Nowitzki. Misses the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Lopez a screen. And it's Middleton penetrating. And that one is hammered home.
That's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here is Matthews. After the basket by Milwaukee. Nowitzki a screen. Back to Matthews. Nobody near Parsons. Off target from three-point range. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 3. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
Let's catch up with Doris from the...
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's the Magician. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
Porzingis. They can't stop the run with that one.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
This is to Holiday. Offline with his 3. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Bulls.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Matthews against Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 5. And the pass to Teague. There's the pick. The kick out to Holiday. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Holiday. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. It's Matthews on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Matthews has got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Teague kicks to Antetokounmpo. The dish now to Lopez. The turnaround Jay. Offensive rebound. Goes up with it again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the charts.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. For Giannis, it's not just his physique and length. Clark, he moves insanely well for a guy that size.
Yeah, Giannis also might not be done growing, Kevin.
Right.
How scary is that? I mean, you know, he could be a legit 7-foot shooting guard when it's all said and done. That would be something to see.
Now, here's Matthews. He has 5. The rebound by Middleton.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is. And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'd very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And guys, for Jrue Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Jrue. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
That one is no good.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Teague. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Here's Richardson, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Richardson kicks to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Down low, here's Matthews, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists tonight. Dirk Nowitzki, what can you say? Future Hall of Famer, too many accolades to list, but most important, NBA champion and Greg Finals MVP in 2011.
Yeah, and Kevin, history has proven time and time again, you really need a future Hall of Famer on your team to win a championship. Just look at all the teams that have won the title through the years.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
You know, back to Nowitzki being that Hall of Famer, you need to win a championship. Guys like LeBron, Duncan, Kobe, Jordan, Magic, Bird, Isaiah, all Hall of Fame guys who led their teams to the championship.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now Middleton. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Matthews. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And talking about Nowitzki, as one of the greatest players ever, he's also one of the most unique players ever. His ability to score back to the basket from up to 18 feet really, to me, is unbelievable. Without that unique skill, the Dallas Mavericks have no rings.
One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
The offensive rebound, Matthews. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Bucks. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 7. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Here's Nowitzki. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Parsons' shot is off.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lets it go with the three. Shot by Mayo is no good. Mavericks trail by 4. The Magician passes to Matthews. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Matthews has got 12 points in the game.
He continues to fill it up. Just one miss in his 6 attempts.
Pass to Middleton. Shoots from the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Dallas, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Parsons with a screen on Teague. It's stolen by Teague. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. And you look at the Magician, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty and getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Mavericks trailer. The kick out to Matthews. Nailed from three-point land. Matthews has got 15.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And so it's Dallas with it. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Teague. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for the Magician. He hits the second from the line.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Dallas has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Williams dishes to Richardson. Passes it to Nowitzki. With the fadeaway. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Here's Portis. Good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Feeds it to Bayless. Launches it. And that one's good. Bayless has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The feed to Hardaway. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Hardaway has got his first basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Mayo, the pass to Henson. Right side out of the Kumbo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Outside Williams. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the 2-point.
It's not possible what we just thought. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. They grab their own miss. Down low, here's Mayo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First trip to the line for him here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for O.J. Mayo. Here's Williams. Nowitzki for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks ahead, ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career. Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Here's Parsons. Cannot hit. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here is Bayless. Kicks it to Holiday. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Jared Bayless. And Dallas with a change here, too. The Magician, he's checked in for Williams. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The Magician passes to Redick. Pass to Porzingis. Fires from 18. And he gets it to go. Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside Holiday. And Middleton now atop the key. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's the Magician. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And the wide open shot from Redick. Cans it from downtown. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Teague with the ball. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Hardaway, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 9. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the shot is good. The Magician's got 5 points so far.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
You got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. Parsons with the rebound.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
So it's the Bucks now after the Mavericks pick up 3. Kept alive. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Porzingis. Can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team. And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
The Magician, and a miss there on the triple. And with Kidd, the results on the floor break speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Here's the Magician, following the basket by Brook Lopez. There's a screen. Middleton against Matthews. He dishes it to Redick. Lets it fly from 18. Kept alive. Parsons passes to the Magician. He feeds it to Redick. It's Matthews on the wing. There's the pass to Porzingis. And another shot, and it's good on the layup. Porzingis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Mavericks making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Lopez a screen to the inside. Flew off the pick and hammers it home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Parsons after the basket by Milwaukee.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need to spark something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Teague, the pass to Portis. He kicks to Middleton. Lopez a screen. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. The Magicians got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Porzingis. In the corner, it's Richardson. The 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Middleton. Parsons with the rebound. Richardson against Teague. Richardson dishes to Parsons. Over in the corner, Matthews. And here's Richardson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Middleton.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Dirk Nowitzki's checked in for Dallas. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Here's Teague after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Teague kicks to Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Holiday's got 7 points. They talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
A different look from Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Lopez. Mayo comes in for Drew Holiday. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Mavericks also with a sub. Williams is checked in. Here is Williams.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Richardson the pass to Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here is Williams. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Matthews dishes to Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Middleton outside. Dishes it to Bayless. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Baseline jumper. That one off the back iron and out. Mavericks trailed by 5. It's Williams with the drive. For Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Free throw good, Williams. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bucks leading by 4. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career, and he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, it's been a slow decline for Darren Williams the last few seasons. Once considered an elite point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer.
And both free throws good for Williams. Well, for Williams, Greg, in his decline, his field goal percentage dropped to below 40% last season. Clark, I never thought I'd see the day with that.
Those were the worst offensive numbers since his rookie season. I mean, he had the game that you thought would carry him past his athletic prime, but that might not be the case the way those numbers look.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Hardaway. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside Williams. Tries it from 19. That's good on the jump shot. Williams has got 10.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
There's the pick. The dish to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. On to Tacumbo. Kicks to Bayless. Middleton outside. Now Bayless. Henson with the screen. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. And now here comes Williams leading the break. The game now all time. He has 6.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Bayless. It's hauled in by Richardson.
That is not a good feeling when a dunk bangs out on you. Trust me on that one.
Back to Williams. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. They set the screen. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hardaway. Another miss by Middleton.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To halt the run. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game. Now here's Williams. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. A nice show being put on tonight by Brooke Lopez. He had 16 points and 2 rebounds. After missing last game, it was clearly evident he wanted to make his mark tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
The way they were getting rain on from 3, they're lucky to still be in this. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. You can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense was lax, and that needs to change, and that's a fact. What was rhyming, Ernie?
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.